Hey guys, my name is Bryce Payton, and this is my module number one, building professional capacity through personal introductions. A little bit about me. Born and raised in Wathena, Kansas, which is in the northeast corner. I've been happily married to my wife Hannah for 6 years. I have two daughters, Parker, 4 years old, and Hallie is 19 months old. Just celebrated Parker's fourth birthday just this last week. I enjoy spending time with my family and friends. Um, I love being outside and being active as much as possible. And I really enjoy grilling and using my smoker anytime I can. A little bit about me professionally. I am currently employed at Riverside USD 114 as the 6th through 8th physical education teacher. This is my 7th year teaching there and 6th at the current position. I am currently the head football and baseball coach for the high school, and I graduated from Washburn University with a bachelor's of education. A little bit about improvement. I thought these resources were short and to the point for the most part, and I learned quite a bit. Most of it is things that you already know or you already think about, but these just reiterated those. These systems are important for both teachers who require improved knowledge and skills to help students perform to the fullest potential, and for teachers who are currently performing at the highest levels. Everybody, that just tells me that everybody needs improvement, whether that being a first year teacher or a 10th year teacher. Everybody has room for improvement. Evaluations are more beneficial when they're being conducted on a timely manner due to different states and having different regulations. That's not always the case. On a personal level, I think that if your administrator isn't doing it on a regular basis and communicating things with you, or is not stepping in and watching parts of your class, then I don't think anything that they say is really going to be totally beneficial. Or in personal instances, if a principal walks in, are you really scared, or are you just happy to see him? And I think if a administrator isn't doing regular rounds and being involved in allowing you to grow, I think there's problems with that. Teacher retention, number one for me, is creating a positive culture is a key factor. I think a lot of things come from that. Encouraging the practice of mindfulness in schools can be beneficial to you, your staff, and students. That's something that, that's very clear. Yeah, we know that is the case, and can help reduce stress, among other things. Anybody that wants to stay somewhere, they're going to do it for the right reasons. And if there's not a culture in place or something that's going to keep them there, then that's why so many teachers are up and moving around. There can be many factors that play with dealing with high turnover at school districts. Socioeconomic status, teaching environment, school location, and low student achievement. When prioritizing, principals must allocate time and funding to support their priorities. If teachers are their priority, then I think that that needs. And kind of touching on that, I think that principals will show you what is important to them by where they allocate their time and support. Learning. As educators, we are required to participate in some professional development opportunities and such. We do them all the time. For the most part, I think I get something from them being a physical education teacher, but I try to have the right mindset that this could come into play if I'm in a different role. And it's all about learning, staying where you are, and staying involved. Lower retention rates common in online training. With with that method of delivery. Face to face is always better, in my opinion. And in the article there, it kind of showed that exactly to be true. So, and our profession is always changing and evolving. I think we need to be flexible and continue to think outside the box for our students. Lastly, well-being. Operating as a team is also a strong driver for employee well-being. Strong employee relationships not only drive engagement, they also create unity amongst staff, and that is very true. Um, you know, I think every single time we get new staff, it's which way are they going to go? Are they going to be upbeat and be happy to be around, or are they just going to be head in the sand, kind of stay away from them? So it's always good for relationship building as well. As leaders, we need to understand our jobs, and what goes into our daily routines will help our coworkers. We have the ability to go through behavior and added, ability through our behavior and attitude to change mental health outcomes amongst our staff. That's something that administrators and future administrator that I definitely need to be conscious of, and what kind of vibe am I putting out for the other staff. Um, for staff to have time to talk with their colleagues about having to rush or pretend that they're okay. That's big. In the article it talked about like only 11% or 11% of people wouldn't even tell anybody that they were having a hard time. And I think it's 57% of that would tell it to a coworker. So that number is a little high. I think we need to have a good culture around us, and that will help that. And here is my standard correlation, my relevant and reflection, and my reference page. Thank you very much. Looking forward to the course.